living life a bacon, I'm Bay affiliated.
We're back. Bay affiliated. Episode 2.5. Thank you for everybody who watched the last two episodes. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I shot episode 3 with my roommate Jordan. That's my first episode with the guests, but the content in that is due to the timetable, it'd be better if I waited a bit to drop that. So shooting episode 2.5 because I got to drop. I need one more video. So yeah, we're here. I'll check in real quick. Shit's going great. Things are going great. We won first round of playoffs. In the GFL, there's only really 2 rounds in the finals, so we're headed to the semifinals. We're playing against Dresden. They spanked us last time we played them in the regular season. They are not better than us, so I'm so glad we get to play them again and get our get backs. I'm all about getting my get backs. Every facet of my life, I always get my get backs. So if you think you got away with it, I got a list. I check twice, maybe 3 times a day. I'm patient. I wait forever to get my get backs. Because it means something to me. But yeah, so we're gonna be in Germany a little bit longer. Win, stay, lose, go home. So whenever I lose, whenever I'll be back home. Today is September 23rd, 2024. My dad's birthday. Rest in peace, Pops. 5 more days, and I'll have 8 years no drinking. September's a big month. If anyone remembers the number I wore in JUCO, it was 26 because September 26th, 2016 was the day I decided to change my life, stop drinking, stop, kicking it in my neighborhood, get back into school, get back into football. That's when I had to go to treatment. So September is a big month for me. A lot of good, a lot of bad. But yeah, being that it's my pops' birthday, I think it'd be great to talk about, loss, death, hardship, things like that. Yeah, like I think it's like year 3, maybe year 4 of my dad being gone. I can't really remember exactly when he died. I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism, but when like traumatic stuff happens, like it usually gets, pushed to the back of my psyche. So I don't really remember how many years it's been. But yeah, lost my pops. I think it was 2021, right before we played Baker. 2021, I had already finished school. I already had a great season. Um, just a little bit of backstory. I've also been giving out like bits and pieces of the journey of the story on the channel because it's been a long time. A lot of people haven't seen me in a long time or talked to me in a long time. So just, it might not be chronologically correct, but if you know me, you'll be able to pinpoint the dates, the times, and things like that. And again, I only do this for people that know me to get something out of it. It helps me, and hopefully, I can help my people, my community. If you aren't a part of the community and you aren't one of my people, I'm not saying you can't get help from this, but you got to join the community. You got to become one of the people. But yeah, so I lost my pops like 2021. At that point, I was already done with school. Um, like I could have stopped going to school. I could have stopped playing football, came home, and no one would have said anything. They would have been like, "God, great job, Ray! Congratulations, you did all you could." They would have been like, "Oh, it makes sense. Your dad just died, so quitting makes sense." Anybody could quit. If their dad dies or someone profound in their life passes away. You get a green light to quit. You know what I mean? But I didn't quit because I knew like I had unfinished business to do at the school, with football, with my education. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was in the middle of COVID and stuff, so I didn't even get to go home to, I didn't get to bury him, none of that stuff, because the planes and all that was going on. So it was online. We had a real big service for my dad online. We had to have one in San Mateo County because of how prominent he was there, and then we sent him back to Florida, and he was buried in Florida with my family in Florida. One of the first things I'm gonna do when I'm back in the States and done with football is to go see my dad's gravesite because I haven't got to see it yet. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I could have quit, but I didn't. You know what I mean? stay down. At that point, I already had stay down tatted on me, so there was no quit coming. You know what I mean? I stayed down. I finished. Enrolled into the master's program because I already knew I wanted to do that. Me and my dad had already talked about that. I was grinding, kept it going, kept it pushing. You know what I mean? I was sad. I was angry. You know what I mean? I made some bad decisions, but I kept going no matter what. Then the next year, I lost my brother, my older brother, my only brother. I'm the youngest of nine. I got one brother on my mom's side, and the rest are sisters. And I got four sisters on my dad's side. And I'm the youngest on both sides, so youngest of nine. Then I lost my brother, right? And it's like, him and my dad, like the only two examples of a man that that I had in my life. You know what I mean? But again, I could have quit. You know what I'm saying? I could have dropped out of school. I've already dropped out of school at this point 3 times, so it's nothing to me to drop out. You know what I mean? So I could have did that again, but I didn't. Didn't stay down. Stay down. There was no inclination in me that was gonna let me quit, even though I wanted to. The thoughts in my head were telling me to. My actions were those of someone who didn't want to be in school, didn't want to play football, but I stayed down, kept going. You know what I mean? Handled it. I handled it as best as a man could. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't perfect, but handled it. You know what I'm saying? I did what I had to do. I even had to go to, at one point, I remember, nobody knows this, but there was one game in my college career I said I had an earache, but it wasn't an earache. I was this close from crashing out, bro. Like, only people who knew was the trainer. Shout out to Pat Hodap, one of my best friends in college, our athletic trainer, and the coach. You know what I mean? We had a meeting. I was bawling, crying, telling Coach Osborne, like, "Yo, like, it's bad, Coach. Like, I know what comes next from here. Like, like somebody gonna have to feel this. You know what I mean?" But no, they didn't let me. They didn't let me quit. They didn't let me play that game because they felt I wasn't in the right place, mentally, spiritually, and I finished. I finished the season, finished my college career, got my master's. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm thinking, oh, the hardship is over. Things are, you know what I mean? Things are looking up. You know what I'm saying? But then, it kept going. The girl I was with at the time, like, we ended up breaking up over some text messages. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't text messages, but during the time of like dealing with all that stuff, but my dad, my brother, I made some dumb decisions in my life at the time, like very dumb decisions. Things I know are not that of the type of man I would like to be, and that of the type of man I'm going to be, and that of the type of man I know I am. You know what I mean? But if a death, um, and the lack of ability to control those feelings, or the lack of system or program to counteract or combat those feelings, it's a good mix that can spell crash out. You know what I mean? That's what I was in. I was in the middle of like crashing out. You know what I mean? So yeah, the girl I was with at the time, we broke up. You know what I'm saying? So I get home after finishing my college career, losing this girl, losing my dad, losing my brother, and then a lot of my homies started dying. We lost Maria. Then I think like the next day we lost Nick. And then a year later we lost Izzy around the same time. You know what I mean? Then a year later we lost Levon. That's Nick's mom. You feel me? Like, that's my mom. That's our mom. You feel me? So it was just, it's been a lot. You feel me? It's been a lot. And I've had hella reasons to quit or give up. But bro, like, no matter how mad, no matter how sad, you know what I mean? No matter how much I acted out, nobody came, bro. No one comes, bro. No one comes. I wish somebody would have came, but no one comes, bro. It's all on you. It's all on me. It's all on us. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, especially if you're a man, like, you only get about 6 months to be sad or grieve or mourn. You know what I mean? Externally, you know what I'm saying? But then it's time to get back to business. Not saying everybody grieves different. Not saying only takes 6 months if you lose somebody. But I'm saying, as a man, like, you don't really get too much time to sit with yourself and grieve and have those thoughts and have those conversations with people, because you're expected to carry the boat. You're expected to man the ship, you know what I mean, at all times. And that's what the life of a man is, you know what I mean? And that's how it has to be. And I'm not looking for sympathy or empathy or anything like that. I'm just here to give my story, give my truth, and hopefully some of my people from my neighborhood or in my community get something from it, because I know everybody goes through the same things. We're not all as different as we all think. Everybody's the same. We all want love, happiness, peace. You know what I mean? To be healthy, to be sober. You know what I mean? Not wilding out on drugs and stuff. So, and I'm at that age. I've seen a lot of death, and I know a lot of my friends around me, like, ain't nobody experienced that much death, and I know, like, it's coming. It's inevitable. Everybody dies. So I just want to be here for my boys, my homies, my homegirls, everybody who might possibly need an ear or a shoulder or whatever. You know what I mean? That's always been the type of dude I am. You feel me? Like, I'm always trying to bring everybody. Like there was never one time like I had a situation, or I had ends, I had money, I had product, I had things that I didn't share with my homies. Like, I remember one time, like, my mom went out of town for a week, and I threw a party for a week straight, and I didn't and everybody was allowed to come. Like, I never closed the door on anyone to one of my parties. Like, anything I ever did, I always try to include everybody, because it makes it more fun if everybody's involved. Like, I was always interested in, like, getting myself on a sick one, and how can I make sure everybody else is on a sick one, so this whole situation can be a sick one. Um, but yeah, and then I think that's about it. I also want to talk about support, because, like, now that I'm trying new things, going after new things, I find myself wondering, like, damn, why ain't none of these people that I let into my mother's home to destroy when we were younger, like, not supporting me? Like, I get it if I did something to you back in the day. There's some people I did some stuff to, and, like, I get it, like, no harm, no foul. But it's like, if I ain't never did nothing to you, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Because if you're my like if my any of my friends that do anything, I'm supporting regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything outside of, like, what you're supposed to do, I'm a support. Like, anything, you trying something new, you trying to get some money, you trying to start a business, you trying anything, I'm gonna support you if you're my friend, because that's how I am with my friends. You know what I mean? But I can't support you if you're not doing anything. Like, I can't support you for going to work, bro. I can't cheerlead on the sidelines for a nigga going to work, bro. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, bro. And I would hope you're at work. If you're not, like, playing football, or, like, chasing a dream, or, like, starting a business, I would hope you're, like, at work at least. Um, but, like, yeah, so I don't understand it. But at the same time, like, I've seen a bunch of things online, like, where you can't worry about that. You know what I mean? Like, the internet is so powerful. Like, you just post it, and, like, your community will be there, your people will be there, your support will be there. Don't worry about the people who aren't supporting you. You know what I mean? I need to focus on the ones who are supporting me, because that's what it's all about. The people who aren't supporting me for whatever reason, they were never, on my team or on my side to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And that goes again into hardships, into loss, like, into, like in the lack of support has been more than enough reason for a lot of people to quit. But, I don't, like I said, I'm gonna stay down regardless. I'm not gonna let anything deter me from this vision or this path I have. Like like, I believe I can literally do anything. Like, even that's what got me this far. That's what made it so hard to quit, bro. Like, when I lost my dad, when I lost my brother, when Shorty left, like, I'm not gonna quit. Like, I've been through too much. I got too much data in my life that shows me that I could do anything. Like, I literally started from ground zero. Like, I've had it all, lost it all, got it back, and I'm still going. So it's like, there's not nothing I don't think I can't do. You know what I mean? Like, I was at one point so bad that even the bad kids didn't want to be around me. You know what I mean? I had gotten to that point, like, or it was just like I was a liability. There was no telling what I was gonna do, and I came from that, and I got all the way here, and I know the chances of doing that are way harder than, like, making money off YouTube, or way harder than, like, literally that, making money off YouTube, starting a business, making money online. Like, that's easy compared to all the stuff I've done so far. All I got to do is not quit, not give up. You know what I mean? That's all anybody has to do, is not quit and not give up. That's the only way you could lose, is if you quit or if you give up. And like I said at the beginning, like, I am so patient. I will wait forever for my get backs. Like, there's nothing gonna stop me from getting my get back. Like, I don't care at all. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it means something to me. It's important to me, and things that are important to me or important to you, you should go all out for, head first, about anything that's important to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why it's important, so go hard for it. Go all out for it. So that's pretty much all I had to say here. Episode 3 will be out soon. I want to say thank you to everyone supporting me. Shout out to those who don't support me. Um, rest in peace, my dad. Anybody dealing with the loss or dealing with like grieving, um, if you need anything, like I'm here. Tap in. Like I never, especially if you're one of my people or from my city, like I'll never like not respond or, be on no weird stuff. So oh, and last thing, grieving. When I lost my dad, my brother, my friends, like grieving about it, like like it's been like 3 or 4 years, and I think like, oh, I'm good, I'm happy again, like things are cool, but it's like I felt myself today getting angry, you know what I mean, upset, like it was still like the first day, you feel me? So everybody grieves differently. There's no timeline on grieving, but I will tell you this: like it does get easier, it does get better, and you will be able to continue. And if you don't believe it, just believe me, trust me. Like I've been there, I've been through it all. Like, and I guarantee you, like, just keep going. Like, it's gonna suck, it's gonna be hard, but keep going. Some days are gonna be easier, some days are gonna be worse, but keep going. Trust me. Like it gets way better at the end of the tunnel. Like I think back to like 2020 when I finally got to play like running back again. Like I had been grinding since 2016, like in treatment, like on drugs, got off drugs, went to treatment, got out of treatment, went to JUCO, didn't play in JUCO, played fullback, got out of JUCO, got a scholarship, had to play fullback again, tore my LCL, fractured my leg, still playing fullback, had to lose weight. I was 260 when I left treatment. You feel me? I'm barely 200 now. You know what I'm saying? Finally got on the field 2020, play running back. Finally again after dropped out of JUCO 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that to toot my horn or anything. Well, I am because like I said, it's important to me and it means a lot to me, and I did it. You know what I mean? Don't ever let no one take away from your accomplishment. Don't ever let no one diminish your struggle. Your struggle is yours. Own it. And don't ever mistake my reflection for glorification. I'm not glorifying the life I used to live, but it's my reflection and I did it. So like, I own it. Own yours. And I think that's it. I love y'all.
Living life of bacon, I'm AYFFWM.